Hello darlings, my name is Anis and we're gonna talk about an eyeshadow palette this time. So if you want to find out, just stick around. Like I said, we should talk about an eyeshadow palette I bought recently from SHEIN, and you know that if you have seen earlier hauls from me, but this time I promised to show the palette itself. I have used it twice already to two different type of makeup too, so I can put in pics on that too. And here you got my canvas, my face, my scary face, my old face, and if you look proper, you can see even that I not only have hooded eyes, I even have swollen eyes, and that is because my thyroid problems and my blood pressure is affected of that too, and that makes me more swollen. This time is not that bad as it could be, but I don't know if people always see how much problem it can do. People with hooded eyes already know what hooded eyes can do, but for me that is 53 years old and have major skin and everything, so that could be a real hustle. But I'm still gonna try to do my best. And what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about this eyeshadow palette from SHEIN, Wretched Romance, and I hope I pronounced that right. And I have used it already twice, and it came very well packed, so I'm very impressed that bit. And it have like protective plastic on, but I have taken that away already. And it's no mirror, but I don't care because I don't really use the mirrors in those ones. And here is all the colors, and so far I used a lot of them already, and the only one I really had little struggle with so far is this one. But it's nothing worse than you just have to build it up, because I guess some colors are a little harder to handle, and this purple seemed to demand a little bit more job for your makeup. But it came out good in my eyes when I built it up after a while. It's little the same with that blood bath too. Can be a little hard to get. It's in a sharp color shade, but it's just build it up to how much you want it, and then it's done. And what I wanted to do before I do makeup, I'm not gonna show the makeup all the way, and I'm gonna film bits of it when I make it and then come back to you when I'm ready with this face and show how it turns out. And I'm gonna do that with a little speed so it don't gonna take too long, but at least I wanted first to show some swatches. And to be fair, I first used one arm, like you see, nothing on it. It's my natural pale skin. I'm not the most self-tanned person in the world. And the other hand arm I have prep, but I see I could have done a little better than like that, but I might change the angles. It's gonna be easy for me to show. And that's because I want to show the difference on different spaces, because the base can also affect how eyeshadow will pop. And people that do a lot of makeup know that is one factor that can actually do the difference. But don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and press the notification bell. And now we're gonna go over to the swatches. So I'm back and I prepared with some tissues so I can wash it off. And like you can see, here is the palette, and I thought we start with this grayish tone that is named Graveyard Shift. So I'm first gonna put it on the black, and I'm gonna do the same on my other arm. And like you see, this is how it turned out on the black. And here is my skin tone with it. You can take off easier with that finger, even if you go faster to do a lot of things. And after that we can go to the light gray that is called Sense. I guess you're gonna pronounce it that way. And this time I go the opposite around, so I put it actually on the other hand. first. Oh, I guess I put a little too much on the wrong. So, and I'm gonna put it beside. It looks like this one is a little more shimmery, so I didn't put. I thought first I did wrong, but I didn't. So it's a bit shimmery. It comes up more visible in this hand. I got like an extra strike there, so there was not my meaning to do that much. So we take it off again. Then I thought we go to this Bewitched, and that is like a shimmery metallic type of thing. See if I can get it out because it's tiny and my fingers are not exactly the widest ones, or smallest ones. So I put that on the both. And like you see, it's not that big a difference between the two last on that one. It's just lighter. But on this arm, you hardly see it. I'm gonna take pictures of everything so it's gonna look a little better. I think I go a little faster. I went up to wash all things. Then I'm gonna go to Zombie Bride. And it looks like a little more glittery type of things. So far I don't see really that much different on that type of way on my when it comes on the black. It's just some like how dark the shade goes. I guess maybe on a picture it might go a little better. And it's like my arm. Not sure how much you see so far. So you have to wash off your hands a bit. This is the boring part when you're gonna do this type of things, when you're gonna try to do as much as possible. And now we've done the full gray, so I thought we could do this one that they call Hocus Pocus. And I know already that it's not gonna be something with this that looks like blood shot, because it's more like a shimmer actually when I had used this before. But I can see it now when compared with the other one on the black. I can see it come like a little more pinkish tone in it compared with the other ones. So it's turned up this way, and I'm not sure how much you can see on my arm so far. So then we have left in that section is the black one that calls Black Magic. So that was probably very suitable. So I'm not sure how much is gonna be visible. I'll put that in the edge there because it's black on black. And actually it's darker than the one I used. I do the same, put that on the top here. And it actually looked like a pretty good, decent black color. So I can't really complain over the black bit. So that means that we have done a third of the palette. So we have done all those colors. I thought we go over to the little more Halloween type of things before we go over to the purple. So we can start with the inner ones. So we take this first more orange one that is called Candy Corn. It's just my fingers are a little too big for those things. I guess brushes had been better, but because this is only to show up the colors, so I need to do it this way. I take a little more because my fingers are not really get there. I can try to get a little more orange on it. So it's gonna be more. But this is how it came out, at least so far. And on my own skin is more visible. And the next one that comes after is like a shimmer, and it's called Catacombs. And not really color I may be connect to catacombs, but I guess we all have different thinking about when it comes to that type of stuff. But I did like this, how it came out. It's a shimmer color and it looks really nice actually. So it's like a very light orange yellowish tone. As you can see. Little stupid angles, but we just do it for fun, don't we? The more professional know exactly how to do it. And after that, I was thinking of going to this glitter one that is Witching Hour. And if I don't remember wrong, it's actually a goth band that have that name too. So that was interesting. And yeah, sure, this is really full with glitter. So you can really do, and it feels really soft, buttery. But I guess that's best thing if you're gonna put on glitter, especially me that always have cold hands, so that's the way it's gonna be. On black it turns out really great. I like how it looks like, and on my own skin tone it's a little harder to see on the light. It actually need either a really white base or you need to put something else on top. I'm gonna need to take a new tissue because that one started to get a little bit dirty because all the dark colors, and we don't want to have that in when we put around next one. That's the bad thing, that everything goes under the nails too. So now we have two more colors, so then we can actually go to Bloodbath I was talking about before. And I can already see compared when I used it yesterday that they actually more visible in black, because when I used it on a light background I didn't get, it's still gonna be visible, but to get that stronger color you have to build it up, so you can just compare it. You don't have to take that much to put it on a darker base to get what you're after. And then we have the last color when it comes to those more Halloweenish colors, and then this one, the orange mustard type of thing, pumpkin guts. I didn't know that pumpkins have guts, but maybe they have to have guts because they're gonna be carved up. Ha ha ha. Bad joke from me as always. So it looked okay on black. Maybe not a favorite color for me, because it's some colors that I need to learn use if I'm gonna have them. But what I said, it look okay-ish, but like I said, not maybe the color I should use, at least not too often. So that means that now we have like this pinkish purple section with 5 colors left, and it started to get a little cramped on my different ones, so it can be that I put on the top to get a little more space for it. But I thought we can start with the glitter because it's in that section. Like the other ones, I think it's because I already are a bit wet from the tissue, so it feels buttery and it goes on like the other one I tried before. This pops up a little better on my own skin. And oh, you can see my arms are not long enough here to show exactly how it goes, but I'm gonna take pictures of it so you're gonna see it better. It's gonna be so much better to show at least. And so that means that we now have those 4 colors left. So I thought we can start like before. We start in with the inner part, so I can take this little more metallic type of things. It's called Heads Will Roll, and suddenly I got a little that feeling that it goes back to the guillotine history with Marie Antoinette, because you know that she have often been referring to some colors and the joke about starving people that they could actually eat cake. And it's not that thing. I think you can just use it like more like a shimmer, but it's not visible on my arms. I think I'm gonna take the rest of my arms on the side here because it's closer to the camera. And then we go back to the little more pinkish purple. Possessed is called. I still have one room here. But like I said, I'm gonna take pictures of it to put it beside all the time so you actually can follow and put now down the name maybe on it too. We're gonna see how we're gonna do it. But this one I try to put on the top here. So this one I used, and I thought it went on quite well when I used it on white base too. But right now on my it takes a little longer to build it up. So we have to see how it turns out. And this is the last on this arm, and I put it there. And now we have 2 more colors to go through. So we take the lighter ones. That is Fright Night. Ha, exciting. This is a horror movie. Yeah, I know. I like that type of stuff too. I'm darkly inclined in many ways. Always been and always gonna be. So that's not gonna change. And this, I'm not sure, it might be a little fallout when you use it, so you have to be there because I got little clumps on it. See if I can put a little more on the black. So there you have it. And there you got it on my arm. And then we're going over to the last color. That is Devil in Blue. I'm not really sure why they call it Devil in Blue, because for me it looks more purplish, even if it's with like a blue tone it is. If you think of lilac flowers, so that when they are more purplish than pinkish. So that's the color for me. For me it's still more purple than blue. But like I said, they are a little harder to put on, those colors. But it's like I said, it's just about building up. And now I sorted everything and I'm gonna take pictures of them, and so you can compare it. And I actually like this palette so far. It don't cost that much, so I think it's actually a very good price on it. So it's well worth if you don't have that much money, and you still got a lot of colors to choose from, and you really don't need a mirror every time. We need to think about the environment too, so I think it's very okay to just have this packaging for the colors. So now I'm gonna continue and doing my makeup, so I will return back showing fast how I did it, and after that show the end results. I will be back. So now I'm back, darklings, and this is the look. Some colors I'm not that used to use. The blackish, of course, I'm using, but it's all the different orange tones and goldish orange tones that I'm not used to, but I thought it went out well. And I even used it for my blusher. Took two of the colors and mixed them together because I didn't have any blusher that suits directly with this type of color. And like you see, I put some on my lip gloss. And if you like this video, please like it, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little notification bell. I hope you liked it all. Stay weird, stay safe and be nice to each other. Love you all and thanks for watching. Bye.